Our observation that true reformers are rare, face adversity, and follow a Quranic pattern of being a principled minority is not only accurate, but it is also a recurring theme throughout the Quran and Islamic history. Here is an elaboration. 1. Reformers are always few. The Quran repeatedly describes those who enjoin right and forbid wrong as a small group among the larger community. Let there arise out of you a group inviting to all that is good, enjoining what is right, and forbidding what is wrong. And it is they who are the successful. Quran 3:104, the band of true believers who resist Satan's deception is described as a minority, and Iblis, Satan, was correct in his assumption about them, so they followed him, except for a group of true believers. Quran 34:22. The majority often follows error or custom. The Quran warns that most people will follow inherited ways, not truth. If you obey most of those upon the earth, they will mislead you from the way of Allah. Quran 6:116. Many are content to follow their fathers' traditions, even when those traditions contradict revelation, and when it is said to them, follow what Allah has revealed, they say, rather, we will follow that which we found our fathers doing. Quran 2:173. Adversity and risk for reformers. Reformers and prophets face hostility, ridicule, and sometimes violence from their own people. Do you think you will enter paradise without such trials as came to those who passed away before you? They were afflicted with severe poverty and ailments and were so shaken. Quran 2:214. The stories of the prophets, Noah, Abraham, Moses, Jesus, and Muhammad, illustrate that the reformer's path is always met with resistance and hardship. For standing apart is a sign of sincerity. The Quran praises those who stand firm on truth, even if they are few. You are the best nation produced, as an example, for mankind. You enjoin what is right and forbid what is wrong and believe in Allah. Quran 3:110. Sincerity and steadfastness are valued over numbers or popularity. 5. Quranic imperative for a reforming minority. The command to enjoin right and forbid wrong is directed at every community, but only a subset will answer the call. And let there be, arising from you, a nation inviting to all that is good, enjoining what is right and forbidding what is wrong, and those will be the successful. Quran 3:104. The Quran acknowledges that most people will not believe, even when the truth is made clear, and most of mankind will not believe, even if you desire it eagerly. Quran 12:103-6. Historical and social parallels. The Prophet Muhammad and his companions were a small, embattled minority in Mecca, facing persecution for challenging the status quo. 1. Major reforms in Islamic history, such as the abolition of slavery, the defense of minorities, or the fight against corruption, were often led by a principled few who faced opposition from entrenched interests. Point 15. 7. Why this pattern matters. The Quran sets the expectation that truth and reform are rarely popular. The sincere are few, but their role is essential to the survival and renewal of the community. Being in the minority is not a sign of error but often a sign of fidelity to the message. The adversity faced by reformers is a test of sincerity and steadfastness, and their reward is with Allah. In summary, the Quranic model is clear. Reformers are few, face adversity, and stand apart from the majority, just as prophets and righteous minorities have always done. This is not a flaw but a divine pattern, affirming that real change begins with a sincere, steadfast minority willing to bear witness and endure hardship for the sake of truth.
The Lord shall go forth as a giant, he shall stir up his courage like a man of war, he shall shout and cry and shall prevail against his enemies. I have held my peace for a long time, I have been still and refrained myself. Now will I cry like a travailing woman, I will destroy and devour at once. I will make waste mountains and hills and dry up all their herbs, and I will make the floods islands, and I will dry up the pools. And I will bring the blind by a way that they knew not and lead them by paths that they have not known. I will make darkness light before them and crooked things straight. These things will I do unto them, and not forsake them. They shall be turned back, they shall be greatly ashamed that they trust in graven images and say to the molten images, Ye are our gods. Hear, ye deaf, and ye blind, regard, that ye may see. Who is blind but my servant? Or deaf, like my messenger that I sent? Who is as blind as the prophet and as blind as the Lord's servant? Seeing many things, but thou keepest them not. Opening the ears, but he hears not. The Lord is willing for his righteousness' sake that he may magnify the law and exalt it. But these people are robbed and spoiled, and shall all be snared in dungeons, and they shall be hidden in prison houses, they shall be for a prey, and none shall deliver, a spoil, and none shall say, Restore. Who among you shall hearken to this, and take heed, and hear for afterward? Who gave Iacob for a spoil and Israel to the robbers? Did not ye, Lord, because we have sinned against him? For they would not walk in his ways, nor be obedient unto his law. Therefore he hath poured upon him his fierce wrath and the strength of battle, and it set him on fire round about, and he knew not, and it burned him up, yet he considered not.
In the depths where the math collides, exact algebraic proof I survive. Unitarily as the moment's guide, horrific, terrific, and logarithmic as we ride. Step into the realm of pure abstraction, where symmetries break and shift into action. Start with the unity axiom, no fractions, no twos, only manipulated interactions. Icons are way off, curves in toroidal expanse. Infinite fractions in this game, there's no chance. Time is a cone, space spins a tail. In the shadows of matter, we set our sail. Energies twist in helical folds, dense gradients in the fabric, truths untold, emerging properly on a night of the living player. Particles rise from topological layers, unravel the threads, projected varieties. Hilbert's gang is viscous with this clarity. Physical states weighed with the rational scale, find it on any corner, dark truths unveiled. In the depth where the math collides, exact algebraic proof I survive. Unitarily as the moment's guide, horrific, terrific, and logarithmic as we ride. Constructive chaos defies the perturbation. Feynman swept aside, no more approximation. S-matrix maneuvers, rational maps aligned. Coupling constants, chance the buried truths I find. Kernels of rationality, integration so divine. Algebra unfaded in the sepulcher of time. Energy's curvature, the fabric grows thin. Matter's dark essence, where do I begin? Gravitational whispers call me into the void. Matter of fact, in the shadows I'm never destroyed. Unify the equations while ghostly spirits clash. Rational functions rise, no longer masked in the ash. Projective geometrics holds the chaos at bay, while the cosmos responds in its own cryptic way. Hawking radiation, and all day it gets worse. There could be no paradox when this reality gets murked. In the depths where the math collides, exact algebraic proof I survive. Unitarily as the moment's guide, horrific, terrific, and logarithmic as we ride. Precision tests scream from the shadows unbound. Rational coupling constants, a new world profound. Discrete spectrums echo, energy's raw clarity. In this effervescent void, uncovering rarity. Topological transitions, pangs, agony of birth. Quantized dimensions, science unearths new phenomena emerging. Breaking from the silt, every formula refined. Truth is our guilt. Grobner methods grip tight on the ideal. Rational arithmetic, the serpent I seal. Churn plasma upholding, symmetries break line. We wish for Allah's guidance, in order we may find. For metamorphic shadows, a new dawn doth rise. Aligi break cohesion, the cosmos our prize. The physical realm's ties unravel and tear. In the heart without the loyalty, wherever there's despair. In the depths where the math collides, exact algebraic proof I survive. Unitarily as the moment's guide, horrific, terrific, Geometric and logarithmic as we
sugar, spice, and everything nice, and chemical X.